No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Kick it away to start us off. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big third down. Going right and going deep. Makes a grab deep. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot. He's running the corner route against zone coverage, and he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to separate and make big plays. So nice to have a target like that.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The give to the tailback. There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
The Nittany Lions look to keep this drive humming. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. The throw to the outside is complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Trying to seal the edge on the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
At this part of the field in the red zone, offensively, bringing all these tight ends in the game, you'd like to be more physical at the point of attack. That's why you're bringing the big bodies in, but they couldn't get it done up front, and as a result, it's a negative play.
And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. Fans are bringing the noise on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Penn State!
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that looked like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or 2, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Finds his man on the left. Breaks into the open. Puts him in the spin cycle. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. The Cornhuskers can really attack on this second and short. Tight end now in motion. Wants to fire on second down. Quarterback moving. He's going to run it. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Most offensive coordinators want to be really aggressive on second and short. And I love the quarterback here. He drops back the pass thinking being aggressive. Nothing available. Scramble. Give me an easy first down.
They'll put the brakes on him at the 21. Give him a yard.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Offense changing the play. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass play. Great route by the receiver. Good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the jets, and is gone.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, give on the inside. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And you can do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clocked.
To the air on second down. Moves away as he feels pressure. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Turning it on. And an explosive play. Has him on the move. And he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. And the Nittany Lions took those plain headgears, got their blocks, and picked up the first down.
Yeah, and those headgears are a staple, aren't they, of college football? I know exactly what you're talking about, those beautiful helmets. They don't change very much, very traditional. Penn State keeps it simple. Being traditional, running the football.
He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the second quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback now breaking the field. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
And how about the awareness by this guy on third down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that first down. It's third. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit and risk that to get this first. That's a big-time leadership play by the quarterback.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll try to run for it.
continues to run the football. A second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. New Mexico State is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Aggie Memorial Stadium, one of the more fun places to watch a game in all of college football. They're trailing by just 4 to Kansas State. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Scrambling away. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. Bunch formation for these receivers.
Quarterbacks get all the credit, rightfully so. They're the guys taking the snap every play. But my goodness, that dude could have run a 40-yard dash back there in the pocket before he had to throw a strike for a completion.
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Huskers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Off the boot, looking for his man. He's going to take off. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
It's so nice to be an offense on 2nd down in short yardage situations. Why? I can take shots. If I want to, I can just act like I'm going to run and try to get the first down, take a deep shot down the field. I can run the football. The whole playbook is open to my disposal.
Look out, he's got room.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska! When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you had my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And the point after is good. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well and not give back that last score. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking for space. It's Hayes. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
The sweet feet keeping the play alive. It's complete. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Makes the grab. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Got out of trouble and throws. And they're not on the same page there.
Defensive coordinators draw up all these blitzes, and then you got a guy like that, and he just can roll, and he can get out of things. He's a magician, just pops out of things, makes plays. He got outside the pocket, incomplete pass, but you know what? I was still...
Oh, he's got some space. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line. third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Wants to go up top on first down. Out of the backfield, he's open. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Nittany Lions with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. Third down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make movement change impossible. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. Touchdown, Penn State! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll move the tight end. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. On the move, he fires. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. This time it's complete. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They'll snap it from the 39, first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. On target to the left. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
I'll tell you, I know they're losing the game. It's only the first half, but this offense, obviously, they've spent some time practicing 2-minute throughout the week. You can see they're really in rhythm, they're really in focus, and they're attacking the right areas of the field in order to try to maintain as much clock as possible.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Houston. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Grab near the sticks. It's Coleman. Out of bounds at the very edge of the red zone at the 20.
Well, it's a nice job by the receiver getting out of bounds to save some clock. You're probably out of field goal range, so you're thinking Hail Mary here at the end of the first half.
And it's first down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the first half. From the left hash, he'll try to bend in a 37-yarder. Splits the uprights. Good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And And that's a nice end to this first half. Put points on the board, create a little bit of momentum. You're still losing, I know. Go into the locker room, talk about some adjustments, and come out with some momentum.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. The give from the gun. And he's taken down after a short gain, and that'll do it for us here in the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Nittany Lions will kick it away to start the second half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They start this third quarter, one possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
What's up?
There he goes! They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure, it's a first down.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important to their responsibilities.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
He's got him this time. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
And he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Quick completion to the right. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
And the Huskers will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Starts to scramble to the left. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
Finds his man. It's Peppers. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Cornhuskers looking to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip-shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decided to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And they get a sack there from the linebacker position. There you have it. Linebacker U. This is Penn State defense as we know it. LeVar Arrington, Micah Parsons, Navarro Bowman, Sean Lee. Every year it seems like they're pumping another dude into the NFL, and this guy has a chance to be the next one.
They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. Hold on just a second. A flag down. Let's see what's up with that. And guys, this is very frustrating for a defense. They forced the field goal attempt and now right back on the field after the roughing the kicker. Off play action on first down. That's got it. Touchdown, Husker! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being caught. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down, it creates second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
The Nittany Lions have a lot of options on second and inches. From the gun, the ground game.
And these short yardage situations, it all comes down to the up front. Like, who can win the battle up front? Can you get a hat on a hat? And they do. This offensive line, they get on the D-line, they create just enough space, understand short yard situation, fall forward, and get a first down.
Looking downfield on first down. Right on the money. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You could tell, hanging in there. He knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
Looking deep. Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be third down.
Hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
To the ground to try to move the chains. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. The Nittany Lions kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll ride the hot hand. Breaks into the open. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20.
And man, the
big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And they can't make the play on third down.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, we've got a final score for a notable game today in the American. SMU came away with the victory today, but not in dominant fashion. In fact, the folks in Dallas had to sweat things out for much of the second half. Could have been better, but certainly could have been worse. Never a dull moment when it comes to the American. Back to you guys.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
The run from the shotgun. He has the Bolton still on his feet. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The Huskers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. They'll leave it with him. Lowers those pads. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
The AT unit on the field. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. Wants to throw on first down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Fires to the big fella. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Dances away to buy time. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there, more and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that process.
passer. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. Moves around to clear up the vision. Got his man on the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field. But you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your second and third read some, but we've got to stay aggressive.
Wants to go up top. Skips away from pressure. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
And obviously that wasn't a great play for this offense, but the defense did their job. They flushed him outside the pocket. But nothing worse than getting tackled in bounds or throwing it for a 4-yard gain, letting that clock tick. Nice job throwing it away, saving as much time as you can.
On the move to his left. Fires on the move. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
It's dropped. And oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Might be changing the route. He'll start this drive firing. Quickly complete.
Yeah, man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them lean in one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection. Nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now on 3rd down after that run. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. At the 40, there he goes. Flying down the left side. Touchdown, Nebraska. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a 2-possession game, and guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
And he puts through the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Gets it all the way out to the 33 before he stopped. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Got the back over the middle. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He'll take a shot. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
The offense has got to find something here in the 4th quarter. You can tell, pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot,
Unsuccessful, but
going for it all. He's got it. Give him 6 and give them a chance with the late touchdown still alive in this one.
if we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Just under 30 seconds left, so they've got a chance if they can get this onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Under a minute to go. Just take a knee here and avoid the potential for disaster.
And we've seen it, Reese, very recently in schools that might be in the Sunshine State that decided to run the football and run play.
And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Takes it the other way. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
Man, we needed that so bad. We needed the football, had to get a stop, forcing a turnover. Best case scenario, offense back on the field, trailing in the fourth quarter. Time to go win it.
This offense has it with really good field position. They'll start this drive going to the air. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Oh, no, the ball popped out. And what a fortuitous turn of events to get that football back.
I got to tell you, man, I'm impressed. Not with the throw, not with the decision, but how the offense flew around after the interception, getting to the ball, David, and creating that fumble.
And I think the QB breathing a big sigh of relief. You thought you made a game-changing pick, but how about flying to the football, like you said, making the tackle, getting the football out, recovering it, and, getting a first down. That's how you do it.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Wants to pass it. Bring in the heat. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offense has been just boom in college football. So good. So many ways to hurt you. And you saw both of these offenses put on the show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to